Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy. For nerds, by nerds, hang out with these nerds.
Nathan Nerdarch.
Nerdarch is Ted.
And when you game, do you get superstitious? Hey guys, maybe you noticed these awesome gaming shirts we're wearing from ArmorClass10.com. Don't dress like an NPC. You can find a link in the description below to get your own awesome gaming shirt from ArmorClass10.com, official Nerdarchy sponsor.
All right, so today we're going to talk about superstitions at the gaming table. Now, we've been gaming together for, decades now, and everybody's kind of got their own, their own nuance, their own things that they do on a regular basis.
For instance, perhaps one might wear their lucky gaming shirt to the table.
Indeed. Now, I know, as crazy as it sounds, if I have dice that are just sitting on the table, I'm like, well, if I put it on the face side that I want up, like your 20 side on the 20, I always try to okay, do that so that the weight settles to the bottom and the die knows that this is the side I want.
You're
to show
training
up.
your dice, right?
Yes.
You have to show them. You're like, this is how you sit. This is how you want to be. This is your home. Don't be too good for your home dice.
So literally last Sunday when I was in Mike's Star Wars RPG, I have 5 sets of the Star Wars dice. You know how many that is. I took each one because those are in a dice bag. So when you put them all out to roll, each one had to go with the correct face,
So some triumphs there and
some triumphs,
advantage
on the red dice. It's like, okay, blanks because you don't want the despairs. Totally crazy.
Sometimes, I didn't think about that with the despairs because you have the bad dice.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to blank them.
All the purples, the reds, the blacks, they were all on blank faces.
Okay.
The other ones were on the most beneficial side. Yellows, of course, being the triumphs.
I'll sometimes do that, but I'm not superstitious about it. I'm not religious with it. It's like, but I will do that sometimes. Or the other thing is I roll them until I get the highest number and then set them aside. So I'll do it that way.
Well, I know there's been times that you've pre-gamed your dice to be like, all right, which ones are going to roll well for me tonight? And you're like, all right, that one's good. No, that one's not good.
Yeah, in the past it's done. I'm pretty chaotic with my superstitions.
Yeah, as far as me, I'm really into science and stuff like that, and it's pretty much, unless there's something faulty with the dice, then it should be fine. But I will go out of my way and say put them in the penalty box. You go back in the bag for this evening if you roll bad too many times. I'm just maybe there is something wrong with this dice.
That is pretty common. The penalty box is definitely a common thing amongst gamers. The dice annoys them one too many times, and it goes off to the side and doesn't get used or thrown back in the bag or whatever. So one of the things I like to do almost every session, and you guys probably already know this if you watch our gameplays, is I will take out either all my dice or a bunch of them, and then I sort them, by type. I don't necessarily care about what they're facing, but I will sort them by type and have them. And then occasionally I'll be like, yeah, this dice is crap, and it goes back in the bag. And I got a lot of dice because I bought the pound of dice 5 times or something. So I had the bag of devouring I use, and it is pretty much full.
Nice. Yeah, that is a good set. Now I've gone so far as to hear that some people that they have an idea, a color scheme for a character, even if there's no artwork or a mini associated. They're like, all right, well, this guy's
purple. Definitely purple.
So you got to get a set, of dice specific to that character.
Well, Staff Writer Megan does that. Every time she creates a character, she assembles the dice set for that character. And, her OCD starts kicking in if it's time to play, and she can't find the right dice for the right character. It's like, what do I do? How am I going to play?
That's pretty amusing. I wonder how people like that function in games outside of the standard polyhedral sets.
Oh, yeah.
Like Star Wars, they don't make custom Star Wars dice. You gotta go with the factory sets.
Yeah, they're all the same. They're all the same color scheme or whatever for now. Maybe maybe one day they will change that up. Yeah, absolutely. So you have that, or if they show up, they show up for one-off games and then they have to decide which dice to use. And what do you do afterwards? You're never gonna use that character again. Do you set the character sheet and the dice aside and just they go into a box of memories or something?
Just get set there's a graveyard of characters and dice on the shelf.
Now it goes. Superstitions can go beyond dice. It can go to arrangements at the table. Like some people are like, well, I don't want to sit too close to the DM, or I don't want to sit too far from the DM. You know, there's
Or straight up, you're in my seat.
that's my spot.
That's very bad luck.
But I mean, food, drinks. Like some people are like, dude, I can't game without my gaming drink. And like, there's been times like I've been drinking Wawa iced tea for a long time, and like I feel weird if I'm at the gaming table without it.
As soon as you said that, I just saw a half gallon of Wawa iced tea container in my mind. Like that's where it went.
And prior to that, it was the Mountain Dew Big Slam.
So now I don't get it every game, but I only get it when I game. Is the half-gallon Wawa iced teas. Whatever flavor I decide to go with, but I pretty much never drink that, except for on game night.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to do like energy drinks on game night too a lot. Coffee, but I drink coffee all the time, so that's not really a big deal. And the energy drinks I would drink whenever too. But the half-gallon Wawa iced teas, yeah, that was like, it's only on drinking. It's only on game night do I drink that stuff.
Now, would we consider this bad luck to not have these things, or it was just kind of the game feels off, like something's going to go wrong?
Well, it's just something you do when you're doing the thing.
Yeah.
Is kind of the deal. I think some people do the same thing with minis. There's like it can extend to a lot of things. Like I said, I don't have a lot of superstitions, but I have seen quite a few at the table over the years. Also like Ryan likes the pressure roll, which totally messes things up in 5th edition because you have advantage and disadvantage. But he's always done the pressure roll thing. He just
Like,
he
I'm
personally believes,
using the pink one. I'm using the blue one.
Yeah, he always just believes you have to roll more than one die, and call it when you're the one that you're actually looking at, and the other one is there just for like moral support.
It's like, you can do it.
And then there's also, we've seen like dice punishment at our table as well.
We've seen the sledgehammer come
dice
out.
Punishment, yeah.
We've seen the sledgehammer come out.
Yeah, I don't know if these are superstitions or not, but we're talking about dice more or less. So there are other superstitions, but gamers I think is focused more on dice than anything else.
I think that the punishment like that kind of extends into it. Like if you roll too many ones, that means you're just a bad luck die. And well, in Bo's case, his superstition was, well,
I destroy you.
Too many ones, you're out of it. And he doesn't want to give it away. He doesn't want that die going anywhere else to infect anyone else's dice. So he brings the hammer down, literally.
Yeah, dice pieces everywhere. I mean, we were playing the Nerdarchy Saves the World game, I think, or the ACN game. I'm not sure which one. And Bart lost the game in your house because he chucked it across the room.
And this still hasn't been found. Like
it's somewhere over there.
And that actually leads to one of Bart's superstitions. Bart can't have an incomplete set.
Oh, so he gave you the rest of the dice.
So he gave me the other 6 dice in the set, and he's like, well, if you find it, you can keep it or you can give the whole set back to me. But somewhere off in the rest of my basement is a lone D20.
You do still own the complete set now.
Yeah.
I actually spent some time looking for it.
I think the big deal with like dice coming up the most is, it's a thing that has the random chance aspect to it that we can kind of say to ourselves, well, is there something that other reason besides just rolling, tails all the time? If you were flipping a coin and you hit tails all the time, you're like, something's wrong with this coin. Probably not. It just happens to be like the weird chance anomaly that you have a whole bunch of bad rolls or bad flips at the time. But we kind of like attribute that to other stuff. So I think that comes up the most with dice or like really chaotic people, I guess.
I've also seen the superstition about rolling surfaces. Like it has to be rolled on a book. It used to be, it had to stay in the box for like when you got some of you kids may not even remember these, but I mean there was the Foundover set, but the box sets, we used to use those before dice trays.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
If it rolls off the book, then it's no good.
It
has to be re-rolled.
Yeah, unless it's a 20.
Yeah.
Well, there are some exceptions.
And it rolls off the book, and it rolls off the table.
It hit the other dice. Oh, wait a minute. That's cheaters. I think we're going into cheaters. Some people are definitely like, you can't roll on paper. I know Megan does that one at their table.
Oh, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah. So there's definitely different ones that different tables use and different people use. I think we're gonna find like more interesting ones in the comments, because we're just used to the different things that have happened at our table. So, speaking of the comments, why don't you put your dice superstitions or just general gaming superstitions in the comments below? While you're at it, like, share, and subscribe.
You can check out the articles over at nerdarchy.com.
And don't forget to go over to armorclass10.com to get your awesome gaming shirts.
Don't dress like an NPC.
So until next time, stay nerdy.